Sunset Charity Gala is presented by NOCBOR, that's North Oakland County's Board of Realtors, an event where proceeds benefit Humble Design, a local organization supporting families transitioning out of homelessness. Here to tell us more about the event from North Oakland County Board of Realtors, we have Diana Evennou and Renee Drahman. Drahman. I'm so sorry. I knew I was going to fumble. Thank you both for being here. We appreciate it. I can't wait to talk about this event and what you all have going on. Very, very special. I just want to start with you, Diane. Let's get into it. What inspired the organization NOCBOR to create this Sunset Charity Gala?
So thank you, Kevin. We do a lot of charity work at NOCBOR. We have a monthly euchre tournament, but not during the summer. And Renee and I were doing a wine tasting one day, and it just kind of organically happened out of that. I said, hey, what if we did this at NOCBOR in the summer when we don't have other events going on, and we linked it with a charity, and then it just kind of grew. Like, what if we did it outside? If we had a beach setting? If we had music? If we have charcuterie? It just kind of exploded.
It sounds like you just kept adding better things and just make it sound like a good time as well. Now, with that being said, can you just briefly just tell us how the event has evolved over time as well?
Yeah, so this is our inaugural event, actually.
Okay.
We're very excited for this.
Nice.
We had to pivot from a wine tasting event because the venue that we have over on at the Bayside Beach Association, which was donated, by the way, as a venue, they don't allow glass, so we couldn't pull off the wine tasting because the wine tasting is in itself a charity event, and of course she has to show her beautiful bottles. So what we're going to do instead is I'm going to make a white sangria and a red sangria. We're going to have some delicious bevies there in plastic containers, of course.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. We wanted it to be a good time, right? We want to give our members and other members of the community that want to support the charity some bang for their buck, right? It's summertime. Let's be outside. Let's be near the beach. Let's do summertime things. So that was our vision. It's again, our inaugural event, and we're hoping to sell it out at 55 people.
Okay, that's what we're here for, to get that word out as well. Now, Renee, moving on to you, let's talk about it. What can attendees expect from the overall atmosphere of the event?
It is going to be a fantastic atmosphere. It's going to be very relaxed. It's going to be right there on the beach. You're going to have a lovely background with all the water and the music. We've got a saxophone player. We've got drinks. It's just going to be relaxing and nice and fun and casual. Just really a nice evening by the sunset. That's kind of our goal, is just to really take advantage of a Michigan summer night and enjoy that together. And doing it for a good charity, a good cause.
Exactly. And I want to kind of elaborate on that. I want you to continue on that, Renee. So what do you feel like makes this event stand out from other maybe summer fundraisers or galas, however you pronounce them, in our area?
Well, I think a lot of time in Michigan especially, it seems like we do a lot of golf outings, which are fantastic. We're getting ready to do one ourselves. We love those, but this is something totally different. This is, okay, maybe you don't play golf. Maybe you don't want to be in the heat all the time, but you are a person who really just enjoys relaxing with a glass of wine and while you're listening to some good music and talking to friends. So this is kind of that kind of environment that we want to create, just a very relaxing, fun event, while we do this as a charity for a fantastic organization that ties in. It ties in with our real estate, ties in with the North Oakland Board of Realtors. So it's a really good tie-in to help the community, but also get our word out there.
Okay. So I want to further pick your brains about what we're expecting at this event. But with me right here live on the Splash, by the way, from the North Oakland County Board of Realtors, Renee Drahman, and we all have Diana Evennou talking about the upcoming NOCBOR event that'll be the Sunset Charity Gala. I'm always confused if it's Gala or Gala, but it will be coming soon right here in our area. Yeah, I'm like, which one is it? But ultimately, so I want to ask you, Diana, about your performer for the evening, Antonio Muse, if I pronounced that right. Can you just talk about
Antonio Muse? Yes.
Talk about why they were selected, please.
So we wanted to have like a very soft kind of jazzy music background, and in researching and asking for referrals, he was a standout. So he played one of my very good friends and a fellow NOCBOR member's birthday party, and she said he was a big hit.
Hmm.
And doing some research with him, he does a lot of charity events. He plays at some wineries, and to be honest with you, when I got on the phone with him, we were talking about price, and he goes, you know what? He goes, I do this because I like it, and for these charity events, I'm not here to make a ton of money. So he gave us a very, very reasonable
There you go.
price, which we are looking to get sponsored, by the way. We're still looking for hashtag need sponsors. And so he's just very genuine, very nice, and it fits in with the backdrop of what we're hoping to present at the event, which is kind of casual, summer, relax.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, we need that. That has to be part of our summer. At least one event like that where we get to just chill, have some wine, some sangria, listen to some good.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Don't let me start right there. But Diane, I
There's
want to
some
continue
island
with.
vibe in
Come
there.
on, join us.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And
We need babysitters for that night.
we might need some babysitters. If I may, Kevin, I just
Please.
wanted to talk, I wanted to kind of expound a little bit on what Renee said about the event and how we chose humble design.
Please.
You know, we're in the business of putting people in homes, right? So the Northern Oakland County Board of Realtors is comprised with about 900 realtors and other affiliates like myself. And we oftentimes, are working with families getting into homes, and it is a big deal. But then we forget about the people that don't have homes,
Right.
right? The people that struggle to find homes. And Humble Design as a charity fits such a wonderful need. We wanted to make sure that they got some love and appreciation for everything that they do. And they are going to be in attendance that evening as well.
Good.
Kim and her director, and I believe his name is Chris, are going to be there to also talk about the charity. So we really want to be able to just make people aware that there are, while we're all here having a good time and celebrating at closing tables, that
Yeah.
there are people that are struggling to find shelter,
Yeah.
and they help with that. So, yeah.
I think that's very important that you mentioned that as well, and this is something I kind of want you all to elaborate on as well. Just talking about you're representing NOCBOR, North Oakland County's Board of Realtors. We people like, why are realtors doing stuff like this? A charity, like why are they even involved in the community? But I wanted you all to paint that picture, and if you want to, Renee, if you want to further elaborate on that, the importance of community engagement when it comes to NOCBOR and how it actually coincides with your mission.
It does. And, the first thing as a real estate agent, personally, I'm a real estate agent, and my job is to connect people with the home.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's your most expensive home, your least expensive, your first, your last, your middle. It doesn't matter. My job is to connect you with the home that you need. And I tell all of my clients, home is where your heart is. And I think that is a lot of what we talk about. And this gives us an opportunity because Diana's right. We are so focused on getting the deal to the table and getting our clients in the home that they need that we forget there are people out there that are struggling to get a home. And that's just as important. That is crucially important. We want everyone to have a home. Everyone should have a home, a place to call home, a place to go, a place to feel safe. And that really, I'm so glad that we're able to do this charity because that's what they're about. They're about putting your home back together. It's one thing to go from homeless to finally getting a home, and that's so exciting. But what's more exciting is when you get to go in and it's set up. It's set up as a home because, again, you've got the home, but what if you don't have the bed? What if you don't have the dresser? This charity, Humble Design goes in and fills those spaces for you. We want everyone to fill their heart with the home. So that is the goal of this charity, is to make sure that we really promote what this charity does and how important it is that, we're so excited that they get to not be away from being homeless, that they've moved out of that situation. But we also want them to continue to be happy there and to flourish and grow from that.
Yes, I'm so glad that you all have that in you to even consider the people who are going through homelessness and helping them get to that next level. We've actually worked with Humble Design, or actually had, we shot videos, or I should say, stories with local West Bloomfield High School residents or students partnering with Humble Design, and we saw the lives that it changed, and we were happy to be there, and we actually shared that story on our website as well. So great that you all are doing that. Just a few things before we let you go. Just continuing with you, Renee, if you want to just tell us, what do you all expect in regards to growth for this event in the upcoming years?
Oh, we would love to do this every year. Are you kidding? We would love this thing to grow. I mean, right now, like Diana said, we're expecting 50 people. That would be awesome. But because it's new,
Yeah,
and
I
everybody's
get it.
got all these events that they can do during the summer. If they choose to do our event, wow, we are thrilled to death. But next year, I'd like to see 100 people. The next year, let's do 150. I mean, because again, this is all going to help our community, all of our community. And I think that that's how your community grows. We help each other grow. We are a village. It takes a village. And so I would love to see this thing be a yearly event and grow, and it would be fabulous. And maybe even take have people that have been through, like you said, Kevin, you've done this program, you know what it is, have some of those people come back a year from now and say, this is what it did for me and my family. I mean, wow, how powerful would that be?
I know. Oh, I love that too. I love that. And just ending with you, Diana, if you want to just give out the details of the event again and any other information you want to share with our audience.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. We are excited to present the first annual Sunset Charity Gala. It is going to be on July 31st from 6 to 9 p.m. with live music, delicious sangria. We are going to have a beautiful charcuterie spread and desserts. It is $40 per person or $60 per couple. We want to make it cost effective for you.
Nice.
It's going to be at the Bayside Beach Association at 4343 Borland Street in West Bloomfield. And you can register on the website at www.nocbor.com. That is NOCBOR. Or you can call Christy after tomorrow at 248-674-4080. And we are still looking, since it's a charity event, we are still looking for a food sponsor and a music sponsor for a total of about $800. So if any of your listeners want to get in front of a fantastic group of real estate professionals and help a wonderful charity, we would love to talk to them.
Be a great time to collaborate and do it for a great cause as well. Once again, from the North Oakland County Board of Realtors, Renee Drahman and Diana Evennou, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you for
Kevin.
having us.